Jack and Lilly Sullivan have now been missing for 8 weeks from Pictou County, Nova Scotia in Canada. Jack was just 4 years old and Lilly was 6 when they went missing from their family home, and there has still been no signs of them. Here's some of the updates, though, that we've had in the last week and a half. The first big update that we had was that the Nova Scotia government was offering a $150,000 reward to anyone with information on missing Jack and Lilly. Anyone with information is being asked to call Rewards for Major Unsolved Crimes program at this number. Now, if you do call this number, you will be asked for your name and contact information, and you may have to go to court. But if you want to call and be anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers of Nova Scotia at this number down below. We've also been shown pictures now of what Lilly and Jack were allegedly wearing when they went missing. The boots down below, the pink ones, are what Lilly had on. Jack had the blue boots with dinosaurs, and that is a picture of what Lilly's backpack looked like. The kids were reported missing on Friday, May 2nd from this home in Pictou County. This is their home where they were living. They were last seen at school on Tuesday, which made a lot of people speculate as to their whereabouts and what exactly was going on. Police, however, have confirmed that they were seen on surveillance video footage the day before on Thursday, and they were actually seen with their entire family, according to their stepfather. Their stepfather, Daniel, who is apparently still living in this trailer, has done a number of interviews, and their mother has not. Their mother actually took their younger sibling and ended up moving with her family in another part of the province. This is what Daniel says happened the morning the two children disappeared.
Malaya and the baby were asleep. Lilly came in multiple times. I was not in deep sleep by any means. And then about 20 minutes passed, and then when I woke up, Malaya was right beside me. She was still asleep. And I said, I don't hear Lilly and Jack. I ran up in the woods to the kids. They have cabins up in the woods, which only took me like 30 seconds. I came right back down. She was on the phone with the RCMP.
Soon after police arrived on the scene, the search for the two missing children began, and we have now heard some video recordings from rescuers that day of the search. Now, in one of the clips, we've heard one of the rescuers commenting, saying that the family took them to a spot in the woods where they found a piece or a part of Lilly's blanket. Now, police have not spoken about this or confirmed it, but Daniel says that it was Lilly's blanket.
Families brought us to a location there not far away that there's a piece of a blanket.
Police have interviewed a number of people in this case, and they've also been doing polygraph tests. Now, Daniel earlier this month said that he requested a polygraph test and that the police were flying someone in to do one. He has now confirmed that, in fact, he did have this done and says that he passed.
I was extremely nervous, especially with the first question I asked you, did you kill Lilly and Jack? You did a good job, you passed.
Police have said that they're treating the situation like it's suspicious because they do this with every missing persons case, but they do not believe there's any signs that Jack or Lilly have been abducted, and they continue to say they believe that the children wandered off into the woods. Over 100 volunteers were searching the woods for Lilly and Jack for days. Now, they scaled it back once they realized they were not finding anything, but they did reignite the search on 2 separate weekends, and again are reporting that they found nothing. One of the lead searchers on the case was interviewed just this past week, and this is what she had to say.
Do you think those kids are in the woods?
From everything I've seen, yes.
Why can't you find them?
They're small, they'd be hiding. They would have crawled underneath something probably when they got tired. They could have gone further than what we searched. There's all kinds of scenarios, unfortunately.
There's also been a lot of speculation around the children's biological father. People have been saying that he's in jail, that he's out west, that he's not involved in the children's lives. Now, it looks like most of these are rumors, except the fact that he has not been in the children's lives. That does appear to be true. His mother, the children's grandmother, was actually interviewed last week, and she had a lot to say about the situation.
My son is Jack Sullivan. He's not in jail. He's never been out west. He does not have a criminal record. And right now he's living with me. He has been for 9 months.
She was asked how she discovered the children had been missing, and she said that someone sent her a copy of the news article about Jack and Lilly. She said she immediately contacted their mother, Malaya, and asked what exactly was going on and found out that they had been missing. She told Malaya that she would be over in the morning to help search, and she said at 3 o'clock in the morning, the police showed up at her home to speak with her and her son, the children's father, Cody.
It was around between 3 and 3:30 in the morning. A couple of cop cars pull into the driveway. They come inside. They only stood in the kitchen. They wanted me to wake Cody up, and they wanted to know when was the last time he had seen the kids, and that they were just making sure that the kids weren't here. And then they left.
The next morning, she, her sister, and her daughter all showed up at the trailer to help search for the two children.
I asked Malaya, where do your kids normally go to play out in the yard? And she said, well, they always play up in the little woods right on the side. I said, well, okay. I said, we'll start from that point and we'll work our way out. We weren't allowed on the other side because that's where they were searching at the time.
She said she and her family members searched for a couple of hours, calling the children's names, and she started to get the feeling that they were not in the woods.
We were gone for a couple of hours. I'm yelling for Lilly and Jack. I started to feel that I can't see them being in the woods. There's trees everywhere. You literally have to climb over trees, climb under bushes. It is really, really thick.
She spoke very highly of her son's ex, Malaya, saying that she was always a very good mother, very calm and good with her children. She said that she was also very well kept and clean, but she said things changed when she went into that trailer. She said it was extremely unkept, dirty, and not kept in good condition, and she was very surprised.
I assumed she was in shock. She was very, very non-emotional, very just flat, monotone. But Malaya's very soft-spoken anyway. That she's not usually excitable. I thought that's made her a really great mom. She was an excellent mom. After seeing the place, seeing the condition of the home, it was like the total opposite of what I knew of Malaya. She was always clean, very clean about herself, about the kids, about her home. This home looked more like a camp. It was very unkempt. I was pretty surprised.
Despite police saying there has been no signs of an abduction and that they believe the children are still in the woods, this grandmother, for one, does not believe that to be the case.
I have children. I have grandchildren. And I see what kids are like through the woods. There's no reason for any child to wander deep into the woods. There's just not. I think somebody hurt these kids. I think somebody hurt them. Our last day searching on Monday and seeing the woods and seeing the searchers and everybody everywhere. There's no way those kids are in the woods.